Oh yeah, we're back with another one. There's no shortage of really dumb horror movies and I'm bringing you the best as fast as I can. Coming up with this list and subsequently a script was one of the most taxing things I have ever done. Not because it was difficult or because I didn't want to do it, no, quite the contrary. This was easy and I love talking dumb horror. It was taxing because the entire time I just wanted to turn on the movie I was discussing and watch all of these stupid, beautiful, glorious ridiculousness unfold before my very eyes once again. If a person says they couldn't enjoy a movie, that's one thing. I get it. Some aren't for everyone. If somebody says a movie was dumb and they shouldn't have enjoyed it but they did, that person's on the path to midnight double features and doesn't know it yet. If someone says they didn't enjoy a movie because it was dumb, well, they're just a snob. I might be exposing myself with that last statement, but it's true. Dumbness should be embraced in all its forms because as soon as something gets too smart, people start getting all smarmy about it and they won't shut up. So let's enjoy these dumb, incredible movies without thinking too hard about why, hey? Hello horror heads and welcome back to the scariest channel on YouTube, Top 5 Scary Videos. I'm your horror host, Keegan Hughes, and today we have a fresh smattering of stupidity for all of you spectacular spectators to feast your eyes upon. It's the Top 5 Dumbest Horror Movie Plots That Make No Sense, Part 2. Before we get going, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more brain dead blasts. Outstanding. Let's get started. Kicking us off at number 5, Sharknado. This sci-fi straight-to-TV disaster monstrosity made waves back in 2013. Nobody could shut up about this flick. It was too insane to fail and thus it reigned supreme in the pop culture at the time. The ridiculous premise and execution elevated to cult hit status and the B-movie scene hasn't been the same ever since. The premise goes a little something like this. For whatever reason, bad weather is pulling hundreds of sharks out of the ocean and depositing them elsewhere. Onto smugglers' boats, on the boardwalk, all over the LA area in general. It doesn't matter what's actually happening, all you need to know is that we've got airborne sharks who are somehow very aggressive and also in great control of their trajectory. The plot? A dude wants to rescue his ex-wife and daughter from the sharks. And his name is Finn. So on the way to save the fam, Finn rescues some kids from a flooded school bus, something romantic subplot, and then tornadoes develop in the shark-infested floodwater. Now we have 3 tornadoes transporting sharks to the best possible people-eating locations. How do we deal with these tornadoes? We toss bombs from helicopters into the middle of them. Never mind the logistics of flying aircraft near tornadoes, just appreciate the pseudoscience for what it is. Then Finn drives a car bomb into the final tornado, and all is well in the world once again. Part of the allure of the movie comes from the viral campaign surrounding it, showing the general public all of the most ridiculous stunts and moments from the flick. This of course set the standard for all following Sharknadoes: be as ridiculous as possible, as often as possible. It's a good motto. Who cares about the rest? In our first outing, we get treated to a mid-air shark chainsaw slice, a skeet shooting whack-a-mole sequence, and a lovely shot of a girl falling from a helicopter and being gracefully consumed in one bite by a mid-air shark. Nobody walks away from seeing Sharknado feeling normal. It's like getting your sea legs. Coming in at number 4, Sharknado 2, the second one. Shark happens. So Finn and his ex-wife April head to New York City to promote her new book, How to Survive a Sharknado and Other Unnatural Disasters. What other unnatural disasters do you have expertise in? And what makes you an expert after one Sharknado experience? Moving along, their plane is attacked by airborne sharks because reasons, and the sharks enter the plane, killing both pilots and many passengers. So Finn, being an action star, takes the controls and lands the plane while April's hand is removed from her forearm. Once they get off the plane, nobody believes their story about the sharks, even after shark weather events have been canonically established in the universe. This woman is selling Sharknado non-fiction, and people don't believe her, but I digress. Something romantic subplot, baseball game, more tornado bombs. It's very creative, I assure you. We're then again treated to some very big-brained pseudoscience solutions as Finn finagles his way into riding a flying shark like a bucking bronco. Then a Freon bomb is detonated atop the Empire State Building via lightning rod. Then pre-abuse Jared Fogle shows up. I don't know if that was before or after, either way. And Finn reproposes to his ex-wife with the ring off her severed hand. Morbid, yet romantic. Coming in at number 3, Rubber. I figured I'd give Sharknado a break at this point. 2's company, 3's a crowd and all that. Rubber is about a sentient, psychic tire named Robert. Robert learns that he exists and then goes on a killing spree. He explodes bottles and rabbits and truck drivers' skulls and motel maids and tire fire revelers. It's a very intricate and complex story. Also, there's a meta subplot about people watching the movie and also participating in the movie and eating poisoned turkey, and the movie can't end until everyone's dead. Honestly, I'm not doing it justice. It's the perfect movie, go watch it. Coming at number 2, Sharknado 3. Oh hell no. Psych! You thought we were done with Sharknado? You thought I would pull the plug at 2? Grow up! Finn is back, and this time he's in Washington, getting a Presidential Medal of Freedom. And guess what? Another Sharknado strikes. This time it's a tsunami-style wall of water and carnivorous fish. Damn. Apparently Finn is the only one able to combat this because he's a cool guy, and no world government has bothered to enact some sort of Sharknado Defense Act or failsafe. Oh, there's a quick mention of Universal Orlando, the perfect place to plan your next vacation. Make that money, boys. Something romantic subplot. Finn's estranged father is apparently a NASA colonel, so what else is there to do other than fight the sharks from the cold vacuum of outer space? Their plan's a little difficult to understand, likely because of the gigantic brains behind it, but if I were to summarize it in a way that most of us non-NASA folk might understand, I would say top secret space shuttle, rocket fuel storm explosion. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, this precise and thorough plan doesn't work, so they use a secret high-powered laser beam instead. Because yes, I want to see that. Now the thing about laser beams from space is they actually propel whatever you're targeting towards the weapon itself. So the sharks fly into space, and Finn fights them with a chainsaw lightsaber. Who else is excited for No More Heroes 3? Finn and April get eaten by sharks in space, and then the offending sharks fall back down to Earth. Miraculously, both of our protagonists emerge unscathed after touchdown. Even more extraordinarily, April gave birth in a shark falling from orbit. In a shark. Then she's crushed by a piece of the falling space shuttle. I love movies. And lastly at number 1 we've got Poultrygeist, Night of the Living Dead. Trauma, trauma, trauma. Poultrygeist is a musical horror about zombie chickens so densely packed with dumb plot points, one-note caricature characters, and ridiculous sing-along numbers that it is impossible not to love. Thank you, Lloyd Kaufman. The fact that this exists at all is a miracle. The plot focuses on a group of average American folks being trapped inside an American chicken bunker. Oddly named, this is actually just an alternate universe KFC. Soon enough, they're all attacked by a chicken, zombie, demon, alien spirit brought back to life thanks to the restaurant being built atop a sacred Native American burial ground. Now I will list a bunch of plot points in no apparent order. A Colonel Sanders type lays an egg. The egg hatches. He is then attacked by the baby chicken zombie. He then turns into an egg himself and hatches into a zombie chicken. A redneck performs intimate acts upon a raw chicken before the chicken bites something very important to him. A Mexican man is ground into pieces and made into a sentient, sloppy Jose. Yes, Jose. Someone finds out that alcohol kills the zombie chickens better than everything else, which leads to a nice fire hose of beer. A woman leaves her boyfriend for a hippie woman, who then takes a bribe to advertise chicken, which leads the first woman returning to her new old boyfriend, who now works at the same chicken joint that bribed the hippie. People get covered in blood, both red and green, lots of gross out jokes, lots of juvenile gags. It's a lot, okay? A lot of fun, the best. And I haven't even touched on the musical aspects yet. I'll let you enjoy that on your own time. Oh, and see if you can spot Ron Jeremy, he's in there too. I feel refreshed, rejuvenated. Talking dumb movies is like chicken soup for the soul, or gay Mexican chicken sandwiches for America. Either way, I had a blast with this video. What do you think? Dumb enough for ya? What dumb horror movies should make the list in part 3? Make sure you let me know down in the comments. Speaking of comments, let's have a look at some of your more savory ones from top 5 scariest horror movies not made in America. Don Pandemoniac says, this deserves a part 10. Hell yeah it does. Give me some more time and I'll see what can be done. Chris Miller says, raw? Really? That is nothing but vegan propaganda against carnivores. I mean, eating raw meat or otherwise doesn't turn into a crazed cannibal. That movie is so stupid. Do you think that's what Raw is about? Have you been eating raw meat? I heard that can give you brain worms. Otaniza says, Argentina makes some good horror movies. I've only seen Terrified at this point, but I will definitely check out some more. Benjamin Shavinsky says, Thirst, The Host, Suspiria, The Ritual, Troll Hunter, I Saw the Devil, Train to Busan, A Tale of Two Sisters, Goodnight Mommy, and Nosferatu, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, just to name a few that should have been on this list but weren't. All good choices, but I will remind you that our channel is called Top 5 Scary Videos. You've listed, well, a lot more than 5. And Jonathan Plant says, Hey, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Like that, just 5 seconds, like.
Yeah, just hold it there. Hey. Let me know when you're rolling. I'll hold that fish look for a minute. That 100-yard stare, the fluoride stare.
I'm rolling.
I was gonna smile the whole time. Can you hit go on the prompter? Okay. He explodes bottles and rabbits and truck drivers' skulls and motel maids and tire fire. You know, a tire fire, like my performance. Yeah.